Then I hear screeching tires fly off.
Motherfucker was hitting a burnout in the fucking Whataburger parking
Now
lot.
hear me out, I don't blame the guy. It was the guy at the window burning out. Wanna know why? Because the guy behind him that was mad got a gun. I was at my boyfriend's house the other day, and my phone was on the kitchen counter. He saw my notifications and then proceeded to go through my phone and read my messages. First and foremost, what does he expect? She's cheating on him? Why are you going through the messages, buddy? She definitely sleeping with other people you told her to.
Literally her idea.
Literally your idea. Turns out he opened the relationship up to take on a date a younger colleague at his workplace who
Is this guy a pedophile?
When I dropped him off the next day, I asked the teacher if they watched VeggieTales. She said they didn't show the kids anything inappropriate. I asked, but did they watch VeggieTales? She refused to give a straight answer. I said, I don't want him watching VeggieTales. Alright, so you hold it right here, right? 1, 2, about 55 cop cars, and then one O.J. Simpson driving his Ford Bronco, right? It was a Ford Bronco.
I'ma start a motherfucking podcast, call it Unreal. Made this freaking beat, it's so unreal. If you ain't got no money, then get the heck out of here.
Well, welcome back to the Unreal Podcast. It's me, Dr. Salad, the co-host, and we got the second co-host.
Jubal 4.
Yep, and that makes one host, if you do the math right, because co-host plus co-host equals one host. That's what I say.
That's what
I always say.
That's what I said.
And Judy, you know what pisses me off?
What pisses you
Horrible
off?
customers.
Horrible
customers. Not just I love customers. Don't get me wrong. I'll be working. I'll have a nice little old lady come up to me. She'll say, "Oh, where's the bread?" I'll be like, "Ma'am, let me walk you to the bread. Let me even put it in your car for you, because you're an old woman. You don't even deserve. You don't need to be working no more. Let me do it for you. All right."
That's what I said.
That's what I says. But then you got the assholes, all right? Don't get me started on the assholes. Let me tell you a story. Let me bring you back. Dab me up on that. Let me bring you back to 20 years ago, to when I was 16, all right? I was working behind the grills at the Whataburger, behind the line. I was doing everything, right? I was doing the front counter. I was answering the headset orders, and I'm over here making the burgers, all right? Now, don't get me wrong. The job wasn't that difficult, but it was kind of ass, all right? Anyone that's worked fast food can tell you that shit's garbage, all right? No one likes working fast food.
I work fast food.
And
that
matter
shit
of
is
fact,
fucking garbage.
I've also worked retail, and you know what else that is? Also fucking garbage, but don't get me started on that. That's for another day. So I'm sitting here, right? I'm sitting here cooking the burgers, you know, I'm answering the headset, right? And I get this lady, and this is when I was working an overnight shift, right? I was working an overnight shift, so we're understaffed as hell, right? It's me, and I got this guy, I'm not going to say his name, but for the video, let's just call him DG, okay? All right, DG, and I'm just sitting here, me, DG, and this other woman, don't want to say her name out loud on the podcast, so we're just going to call her Assy Butt Cheeks, okay? Assy Butt Cheeks, all right? So I'm sitting here doing my job, right? And I'm not trying to be mean. These people have never worked a day in their lives is what I'm starting to think, all right? Because these people don't know anything. They don't know how to read any of the orders coming on screen because they've only worked regular shifts. They've never seen the breakfast menu. So I'm over here having to teach them. As I can go, Judah, all right?
Right.
But anyway, it doesn't matter. So this guy pulls up. And I get off at 8 a.m., all right? It's about 5:30 a.m., so I'm not close to getting off. But at 6 a.m., because we work 10-hour shifts, right? We work 4 10-hour shifts. That's 40 hours. So it's getting close to 6 a.m. That's when the next manager comes in, and all the new employees come in. Now, Assy Butt Cheeks, right? She wasn't supposed to be there that day, okay? It was supposed to just be me and DG. So I called her in, but she wants to go home. You know, I'm like, all right, you better go home. You know, they're about to come in. I'm about to send her 30 minutes home early, right? So she's grabbing her bag. She's getting ready to go. Bing! Little thing comes over the intercom. I'm like, ain't nothing I can't handle, right? It's an order. It's breakfast order. It's 5:30 a.m. Well, how busy can it be? Thank you for choosing your hometown Whataburger. I used to work at Big Whataburger. We all know it.
Big Burger.
Big Burger. What can I get started for you? And you know what this man says to me?
What did you say?
Rip. Do you guys have all hands on deck? Now, I sat there with a face of terror as I looked at Mrs. Butt Cheeks. You know what I said? I did this. And she looked confused because she's about to go. She's actually about to ask me, am I really good to go? I hit one of these. She's confused. And then I'm like, yeah, what are you ordering? Now, Judah, we had taquitos, right? We have these little taquitos, right? The bacon taquitos. We have the bacon taquitos, the sausage taquitos, whatever. Now, I don't remember exactly how much he ordered, but I know it was in the ballpark because I'm sitting here. And this guy, listen, you can order on the app. You could have called ahead of time so we knew days in advance. This guy says, let me get 200 bacon taquitos. Now I'm sitting here. No staff. All right, I'm waiting for the other people to come in. I'm getting fucked. And they don't come in for 30 minutes, let alone about 6 a.m. when the breakfast rush starts coming in because people are trying to get to work while getting food. You know what I mean? This guy comes up 200 taquitos. He wants like 50 honey butter chicken biscuits and 20 breakfast burgers. A breakfast burger, Judah, if you don't know what a breakfast burger is, it's, I think, now if I remember correctly, cream pepper sauce, all right? Bacon, egg, 3 hash brown sticks, cheese, meat, done. Now, Judah, so we have all the fryers running because I have to take this guy's order. If I told my boss I didn't take this order, he would have blown his lid, let me tell you. He would have blown his lid. So I'm over here cooking it up. Fryers are going, all right? Make it known these two people don't know how to do anything, all right? No offense to DG, no offense to Mrs. Buttcheeks. They don't know how to do anything, all right? They don't even know what a bacon taquito is, all right? Quite frankly, I don't think they even know what eggs are at this rate. So I'm doing everything, all right? I'm flying down this line, all right? I'm making their food while other orders are coming in, by the way. So we're having to do that. So we are getting slammed, right? Our asses are getting handed to us 10 ways to Sunday, all right? So anyway, I'm doing this. 6 o'clock rolls around. I'm not done with the food yet, all right? But anyway, I told this guy, by the way, when he got to the window, I said, before you pay, this is going to take a while. He said, yeah, I know. So I'm making it. 6 o'clock rolls around. I'm like, thank God that other employees are going to come in, right? One employee comes in. One employee walks in, clocks in, gets ready, hops on to help me. Now, you might be wondering, was that employee your manager? No way. Now, listen, there's regular workers, team leads, managers. I'm a team lead, so my manager is supposed to be coming in. Nowhere to be found. It's like a tumbleweed flew in the store. So I'm like, well, you know, and I'm not, no offense to her, just for the sake of the video, we're going to, matter of fact, I don't even need to give her a name, right? Let's call her Mrs. Manager, all right? So she has a track record of being 20 minutes late. Okay, 20 minutes late every single day when she worked there. It pissed me the fuck off, all right? Want to know why? Because I'm over here suffering every single time this happens to me. She is nowhere to be found, all right? And she'll always give me some bullshit excuse of, my pants were wet, they're in the dryer now, whatever. But I texted her, no response. I'm like, well, fuck me. So I'm making this guy's food. 6:30 rolls around, we get his food done. All the other customers are already gone too, right? Because I'm making their orders in between this guy. This guy can wait, all right? He's an asshole. All right, go fuck himself. He already paid. He's going to wait. I bring out this guy's food, multiple bags. He's like, thank you. And I said, yeah, you can order on the app next time or call us. And he's like, oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, asshole, maybe, I don't know. Shoot us a fucking telephone.
Common sense, bro.
It's common sense. What are we in the 1850s when phones don't exist no more? Come on, let's get a move on. So anyway, he leaves. I go back inside, right? Now, none of my, like, I was still like kayaking, right? Which is like a mop, but worse. It's a mop.
Worse.
It is. Like he says, we always throw the kayak, right? Throw a kayak on the screen. All right, we always throw the kayak to floors. Now, Jude, I'm not trying to be an asshole. Imagine a vacuum and a mop combined in a huge ass thing you have to roll around. It's garbage. It's absolutely dog shit. All right. So I'm over here sitting here. I have to kayak the floor still, so I'm doing that. All right. By the time I'm done, right, we're smooth sailing again, right? We're smooth sailing. It's 7:20, and my manager is nowhere to be found. So I texted my boss. So it goes, manager, then OP. I says to him, so she ain't here. It's an hour and a half late. What do I do? He doesn't text back, because dare he ever even be on his phone past the time of 10 p.m., he ain't getting on. So I'm sitting here, waiting, looking at the clock, just wondering if I'm going to leave at 8. 7:30. I hear the doors open. I look on the little camera, because we have a camera like pointed out, right? And it's right in the back. I see this bitch walking in, strolling on in. And I says, oh, what happened? And you know what she says to me? Oh, I told Mr. OP, man. I told him I was going to be late because we were all at his house last night partying and getting drunk, and I didn't want to be hungover. So I got my ass handed me 10 ways to Sunday, got fucked over 13 ways to Saturday, and got molested on Monday just because you wanted to get drunk on a Tuesday.
On a fucking Tuesday.
And it was either a Tuesday or Wednesday, I can't remember, but it was no Saturday, Sunday, that's for damn sure. So I'm over here, I'm like, whatever, I'm going home. I clocked out 30 minutes early because I was pissed. Clocked out. You know what I texted my boss? I said, never mind, she came in. Also, you knew she wasn't going to be here. I was pissed off, and then I just left. I left there. But listen, the customer didn't piss me off in that store too much, right? I mean, it kind of did, right? Because what common sense says, hey, do you guys got all hands on deck? And poor Mrs. Buttcheeks, by the way, because I made her stay. I made her stay about an hour late. But what can I
Dab me
say?
up on that.
Hey, dab me up on that. Hey, gotta do what I gotta do. Gotta do what I gotta do. That's all I gotta say.
Mr. Crew Leader.
Mr. Crew Leader, Mr. Team Leader, right? That's what I says. But hey, that customer, whatever, right? Kind of pissed me off. You kind of irritating. Mrs. Manager, though, get the fuck out of here. She doesn't work there anymore for good reason. Actually, she moved to the other location, though. Or I was about to just name drop where, but I can't be doing all that. But she quit that one and then went to another one. She was a good manager when she showed up, but she showed up whenever she pleased, all right? And she also had a little temper. She had a little temper problem, all right?
Little temper problem.
She would either be chill 1 second, and then the next second be throwing a goddamn spatula halfway across the kitchen, all right? But it is what it is, all right? Hey, women will be women. Amen.
What can I say?
Do you have any stories about any shitty customers, maybe shitty managers, maybe the whole shebang?
You know what I can tell you about?
Well, tell me right now. I'm listening.
I can tell you about this fucking truck driver. This truck driver comes up here in this fucking semi-truck, right?
All right,
This
where are you working?
I'm working at Sonic.
Sonic? There's a semi-truck going into Sonic?
I'm working
What
at
was Sonic on screen? How the hell is he fitting a goddamn
I'm
semi-truck?
working at Sonic. A semi-truck pulls up to
Okay,
Sonic.
I'm listening.
A
I'm
semi-truck
listening.
pulls up to Sonic. Hey, man, can I get a fucking breakfast burrito? Can I get a hash brown? Can I get some jalapeno pops?
He wants everything on the goddamn menu.
We bring him the jalapeno poppers. We bring him the fucking
We bring him it all.
breakfast burrito. We bring him it all. We bring them it all. We serve the customers. We do our job.
Yeah, you do your job, serve the customers. Were you a manager at this time? I know you was a manager.
I wasn't a manager yet.
You were just a regular.
I was a regular worker.
Just doing
I was
your job.
making drinks. I was making drinks.
The old 9 to 5.
I made this
the old
man
9 to 5.
I made this man his Dr. Pepper with vanilla and cherry.
Okay.
Dr. Pepper with vanilla and cherry.
That sounds
I make him a large Dr. Pepper with vanilla and cherry. You know what he did? This guy brings him out his order. This car hop.
This car hop.
We'll call him Kai Cenat.
Kai Cenat. How old was Kai?
Kai Cenat was 16 years old.
16-year-old
Kai Cenat, little Kai. Kai goes out there, brings him his order.
Okay.
You know what this guy does?
What does he do?
He opens the door. He's butt naked.
But like no underwear, no pants, no shirt,
no underwear,
cock flying,
no pants, cock flying.
What
he opens up his door, butt booty naked, naked as the day he was born.
Jesus.
And he says, Kai Cenat, hey man, give me my food. Butt booty naked.
That's disgusting.
You fucking
16. How old was this guy? Do you even know?
16 years old.
No, not the Kai Cenat, the truck driver. The truck driver. How old was that guy?
Fuck.
Probably balding, right?
At least 45.
45.
Jesus.
At least Criminy Crisket.
He opens the door, butt booty naked.
Butt booty ass naked.
Hey, Kai Cenat, man, can I get my fucking food? This dude doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to do with himself.
Unbelievable.
He sees a butt booty naked truck driver, and he says, hey, man, here's your fucking food. Gives him his fucking food, takes the money from him, gives him his fucking change back. Fucking scarred for his life, what I tell you. I tell you what, this fucking Kai. Fucking Kai had to see a butt booty naked truck
He probably
driver.
thinks about that to this day. Probably lays awake at night. 20 years old now, probably 20 years old. Mental age of a goddamn 80-year-old because of what he had to see that
Because
day.
he saw a fucking butt naked.
He had to grow up real fast after that.
Sonic has a lot of butt naked customers. You know what I tell you? I tell you what. Sonic has a lot of butt naked customers. My aunt told me
Whoa, pause. There's another story of a butt ass naked customer.
Yes.
Secondly, let me backtrack real fast on that story you just told me. I get he was butt naked and stuff. That's not the craziest part of that. That's like second craziest part. Craziest part to me is how the hell did he fit a semi-truck in that goddamn parking lot?
Dude,
like
you gotta be butt naked
with the trailer attached or what?
No trailer.
No trailer. Okay, well that makes a lot more sense. But that's fucking crazy.
You gotta have your balls out if you're trying to fit a semi-truck.
You gotta be driving with your cock. That's what I says.
You gotta be driving with your cock if you're putting your balls in a
let's continue on because what the hell do you mean there's two naked people?
Two naked people. Sonic. Sonic harbors the naked fucking predators.
The nakedest people alive.
The nakedest people
alive.
Call
them the nudist.
The nudist, whatnot. They love the Sonic.
But let me hear.
What can I say? My aunt tells me.
Okay, what's
she working at Sonic? She's 16 years old.
16.
They love flashing themselves to the 16-year-olds.
May I pause real fast? Do you know like what kind of year this was? Was this like the 90s?
This is probably the early 2000s.
Early 2000s. All right, so we're like looking at maybe like 2008, 2006,
something like that.
Okay.
My aunt rolls up to the window. This guy, hey man, I got $100 tip for you. She reaches for it, pulls it in deeper. She reaches for it again, pulls it in deeper. She reaches for it again. He pulls it all the way down to his lap. She looks in to grab the $100 bill. What does she see? fucking dick and balls.
That's unbelievable.
Some fucking dick and balls.
So this guy
This
saw
guy's
your
pulling up to his Sonic butt booty naked with
Butt
a
booty ass
$100
naked.
tip trying to
Question.
entice a car.
I got a question for you. How old was this guy?
Fucking freaky asshole. Probably
How
in his
old?
30s.
Probably in his 30s. So he
30s or
saw a
40s.
16-year-old just trying to make an honest living. Said, "You want $100? Come jerk me off."
Yeah.
That's unfucking believable. That's disgusting.
That's some
That's
fucking
actually
freak
disgusting.
behavior.
That's fucking unbelievable, unreal, and disgusting. But let me tell you a story. Let me tell you
Tell
a
me-
story
tell
that's
me
kind
all
of
about
violent.
it.
That kind of gets violent here. right?
Violent.
So I'm sitting here, right? I was not running the window this day. This is actually before I was a team leader. So I'm about 16 probably in this story, right? So I'm sitting here, right? And I'm just doing my job. I'm on the mud table, as we called it, the makeup table. It's pretty much just the table you fucking get the bun, fucking put the mustard on that, all the condiments, throw the meat on there, whatever, right? They call it the makeup table. I'm not on the grill. I'm just doing my job. And then all I'm hearing, I hear beep, beep, horn flying through the air. I'm like, what the fuck? So I march my silly ass. I don't march my silly ass over there. I look at the goddamn person on the window, some girl, I forgot her name. And she's like, she also looks confused. She like looks out the window, and this guy's pissed. This guy's yelling because this guy is in front of him at the window waiting on his food, and the guy behind him's pissed that he's waiting on his food. Now, common sense is if I'm waiting on my food, then why the fuck are you pissed off at me for waiting on my food? I'm not the one making the goddamn food if I'm sitting in my car waiting on my fucking food, you dumb bitch. So I'm confused. But, so I tried to make the food faster because I don't want this guy to have a problem. Well, then I hear some yelling. Out the window. I'm like, what the hell, man? Come on, I just gotta make my food. Then I hear screeching tires fly off.
Motherfucker's hitting a burnout in the fucking Whataburger parking
Now,
lot.
hear me out. I don't blame the guy. It was the guy at the window burning out. Wanna know why? Because the guy behind him that was mad got a gun and pointed it.
gun.
A gun. I don't know if it was loaded. I don't know if he should have shot. I don't know if he was going to shoot that man or what. But knowing my Whataburger, they might have. Right? That's all I got to say. They might have. So I'm sitting here like, what the hell? And that guy behind him also peels off and starts following the guy. And I don't know what happened after that. He might have died. He might be dead right now. I might be talking about a crime that happened. I have no clue.
Rest in peace.
I was a 16-year-old. Rest in peace if that's the truth, all right? And I kind of feel bad because what the fuck was that? What the hell are we doing, all right? It's some food. It's a burger. All right. Secondly, if you're going to Whataburger and you're mad at yourself waiting, then don't fucking go to Whataburger. Like, it's a track record at Whataburger that you're going to be fucking waiting on some fucking food. Unbelievable, unreal. That's the fucking dumbest thing I ever heard. I mean, what the fuck are they doing, right? What the fuck are they doing? That's unfucking real.
It's unfucking real.
It's unfucking real, unbelievable, and the fuck is that sound? Do you hear that?
What do I hear? I hear some assholes.
You hear that ringing sound, though? I hear a ringing.
Who's ringing? Who's calling?
Let me pick up the phone. Let me pick up the phone. Hello? Oh. I'll tell him. You before?
Who was on the phone?
You before? You know what time it is.
What time is it?
It's the Reddit hour. And hey, they don't know what the Reddit hour is, so let's give them a rundown of what the
Give
Reddit
them a
hour
rundown. It's the Reddit hour. We're looking at all the best stories from Reddit. We're looking
All
at
of
all of them.
All of them.
Anything from Reddit you would think of.
It's about to be an hour.
For an hour.
For an hour.
Today, we're starting with the Am I the Asshole?
Hey, it's asshole time, baby.
The biggest assholes from Reddit, the biggest douchebags, anybody who fucked around and found out, anything you can find on the good old Reddit app. We're going to talk about it, and we're going to give our takes. We're going to talk about who's the asshole, who's not the asshole, etc.
Hey.
We're here. We're here for the assholes.
And we're ready to see the assholes. Let me tell you something. I'll be looking normal if they're not the asshole, but if I see any assholes, these assholes, let me show you what I look like with these glasses on.
Let me see.
Hey, I'm an asshole now. I look like a fucking asshole. I look like a fucking douchebag. That would be a stepdad that's beating on their kid. I look like a fucking asshole, just like these assholes. And hey, who's better to see if someone's an asshole than these two assholes?
Two assholes
right here. Two assholes making a butthole. That's what I always say.
That's what I say.
So hey,
stab me up again.
Let's get into the Reddit hour. All right, here we go. So we got some assholes or not the assholes.
Maybe not.
We're gonna figure out today on the Unreal Pod. All right. So first one we got. You ready for the title?
I'm ready.
Here we go. Now we haven't read any of these. All right. I got some of them just based off the title. So I've read the title. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I've read the title. He hasn't read any of these titles though.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Boyfriend mad at me because he opened up our relationship and got 0 dates.
What a loser!
Am I the
I can
asshole?
tell you. I can tell you.
Am I the asshole for how I responded?
This guy gets no pussy.
No
This
pussy, no
guy's a
play.
loser. This guy is ugly as fuck.
He's not getting enough play from his woman, so he opened up the relationship to get 0 play from anybody.
Fucking loser.
That guy's already I don't think the woman's the asshole so far.
I think he's an asshole. I think he's an asshole.
Well, this not if he's an asshole, so if the woman's an asshole for how she responded to her boyfriend trying to open up the
Well,
relationship.
I don't think she's an asshole.
No,
because I
but
think
we're
he's a
gonna see.
fucking loser.
We're gonna see how she responded and see if, you know, maybe there's a twist, all right? Maybe there's a twist. Me and my boyfriend both 37 years old.
Tell me about it.
So hold on, pushing 40, opening up the relationship. I'm not here to, you know, say, you know, what you can and can't do in a relationship as long as you're both consenting adults. However, you got 0 dates. That's no pussy behavior, and that's actually, you're a fucking loser. That's all I gotta say so
That's all
far.
I say.
Those 37. Have been dating for just over 3 years. Prior to this, I was single for 8 years. Overall, it's been a healthy relationship. We are both independent with our jobs, living situations, etc. I do love spending time with him. I don't really have any complaints. So far, it sounds like a happy relationship. Why did they open it, though? Like, I don't understand why you would open a relationship whenever you guys are both happy together. But we'll see. However, there's the however. However, something that startled me was back about 6 months ago. Him saying that he wanted to open their relationship up. So
he just brought it out of
pretty
nowhere.
much 2.5 years in.
He brought it out of nowhere.
2.5 years in, he wanted this, all right? So he probably started, you know, not liking her pussy. Or maybe he wasn't getting any at all, all right?
Maybe.
Which, if I was this woman, and after I read the title, I wouldn't give him any pussy either. That's all I gotta say. His dick ain't going to me. That's all I gotta say.
That's all I say.
Him saying that he wanted to open the relationship up, meaning going on dates and sleeping with other women. I've never been in a dynamic like this, so now I naturally had a lot of questions. I mean, hey, that's healthy, right? Not immediately shut it down, just asking questions and shit. I understand. Questions. He told me that I could also go on dates and sleep with other men. I honestly was a little skeptical at first, but after doing some research and having some time to think, I agreed. He had told me that if at any point I wasn't comfortable, we could stop and close the relationship up again. One of the rules was we don't discuss with each other what we are doing or who we are doing our dates with, and etc. So far it seems pretty normal. He brought it up. She said, let me think about it, thought about it, said, all right, but, you know, they're not going to tell each other about, hey, I just fucked 15 men, and he fucked 15 women. You know what I mean? Like, no talking about it. They just want to have sex, all right? Hey, sex is sex, I guess. You know, if they're both consenting adults agreeing, who am I to judge, right? Who am I to judge?
Who am I to say? Who am I to say?
I signed up to a dating app. Within a few days, I had 500 likes. Good Lord. And it's been pretty steady since. So I started matching with people, texting, arranging dates. On average, I go on 1 or 2 dates a month. There are also some people in similar dynamics of open relationships that I am going on dates with sleeping with regularly. I quite like the fact that everything is non-committal. I can't read. I haven't read since about 12th, senior year, so about 20 years ago. All right. Where the hell was I on this? So even though I was skeptical at first, I am enjoying the open relationship, as I decided from before. I hadn't told my boyfriend about any of this. So she's getting a lot of men coming her way. I mean, she's a woman. I expected it. Men are fiends. They will do anything for that.
Right
pussy,
on.
right? They can't help themselves.
Boys will be boys.
Hey,
what can I say? Boys will be boys.
They just can't help themselves sometimes.
Boys want some fucking pussy.
All right, that's all I got. And they're not cheating, all right? They agreed to this, all right? If you were cheating, I would, maybe she's the asshole, but no cheating has been done.
No, it was his idea. It was his idea.
I was at my boyfriend's house the other day, and my phone was on the kitchen counter. He saw my notifications, and then proceeded to go through my phone and read my messages. First and foremost, what does he expect? She's cheating on him? Why are you going through the messages, buddy? She's definitely sleeping with other people you told her to.
Literally her idea.
Literally your idea. Messages, including going through the dating apps and whatnot. To say he was angry was an understatement. What the hell is he angry about? Hey, I'm angry that I told you to do this. I'm sorry that she's more attractive than you is what it seems like, all right?
Yeah.
She's getting played and not. That's all I got to say. And whatnot. To say it was angry is an understatement. Turns out he opened the relationship up to take on a younger colleague at his workplace who Ooh.
Is this guy a pedophile?
So what I'm getting at, this guy, 37. I don't think he's a pedophile. I think by younger, probably like 25, right? He found a woman hot at work. He wanted to fuck said woman. So he then said to his wife, I want to open a relationship so then he can get to that woman. He probably didn't expect his wife to be pulling in about 500 guys, all right? Which,
Yikes.
in her defense, what can she say, all right? What can she say? What can she say? Anyway.
Women will be women. What can I say?
Anyway, younger colleague at his work who misread his idea of a date as just work lunch. So she just wanted to have work lunch
So
with
you're
this
telling,
guy.
so this guy comes up with the idea. I want to open the relationship because I want to fuck other women. Gets no fucking pussy, and then gets mad because his girl is getting all the fucking dick.
Mhm.
What a
Hold
fucking
on, because what I'm
loser
getting
of
from
a
this
guy.
so far, we're gonna finish it real fast. What I'm getting there so far, he wanted to open the relationship because there was a younger colleague at work that thought they wanted to date because she wanted to go eat with him. However, it was just work lunch and there was no date, so therefore he's gotten no play, and his wife is going crazy in the field. Yo, just let her play the game, all right? Let her play the game. Let her play the game.
She won.
He then openly told me that he wanted to see if it would work with her so he could ultimately leave me for her. However, she didn't want him, and it seems like no one else did either. In the last 6 months, he has had a few rough dates, no one additional to sleep with. I feel somewhat embarrassed for him. He demanded we instantly close the relationship up, and I told him that maybe we should just end things or at least take a break. He was outraged and called me names, but he was the one who wanted this dynamic. So what's the problem? I left, and as I walked home, I contemplating fully breaking it off with him. He's been blowing my phone up, and I'm not quite sure what to say. Am I the asshole? First and foremost, before I read the comments, yo, first and foremost, I don't even know why she posted this because I'm putting on the glasses real fast. The boyfriend is the ultimate asshole.
What an asshole.
What a fucking asshole. This guy, right? And I can't see a goddamn thing because I wear prescription glasses. This guy opened up the relationship because he wanted to date a younger colleague, because he wanted to date this younger colleague, then leave his wife for someone younger than her. But then that guy didn't really want to fucking that girl didn't really want to date him. It was just work lunch. So then he said fine, didn't get any play, then got mad at his wife for getting play, but wanted to leave her for someone hotter. And then now he's getting pissed. First and foremost, this guy sounds like, what's the word? The exact person to post this thing on Reddit, because he sounds like a fucking Redditor. He sounds like a dumbass.
This
dumb
guy
bitch.
is a pussy.
A pussy?
This guy is a pussy. He fucking wishes.
Whoa.
He wishes he got some pussy.
Judy, you know the saying, you are what you eat? So he can't be a pussy. That's what I says. He ain't nothing other than a
He's
bitch.
a fucking pussy.
He's a bitch. He's a bitch.
He wishes he got some pussy.
Yep.
His girlfriend won't give him enough pussy. Maybe she was. Maybe she was giving him plenty of
Matter
pussy.
of fact,
But this guy decided.
I hope she wasn't.
want a
That guy's
younger-
an asshole.
Oh God, what a fucking
What a
asshole.
fucking dick.
This guy says, I want some fucking younger pussy, doesn't get the younger pussy, and then gets fucking heartbroken because his girl is going along with what he said. If you can't fucking handle an open relationship, don't stop an open
Then don't
relationship.
have one. Then don't have one. That's what I says. What
Don't
the fuck is he
fucking have
doing?
an open relationship.
The woman's not the asshole. The guy is a complete.
What a fucking
Matter of fact,
douchebag.
he ain't an asshole. He's a dickhead. He's a bitch. He's an asshole.
He's a
and
pussy.
He's a pussy.
He's
All
a
right,
pussy.
Fuck that guy. She's not the asshole, and she should leave his ass. But
Oh,
give me my
God.
glasses back because it's time to read what the comments have to say. So here we go. Here we go. Starting off, you should join the rest of the population and not dating him as well. That's hard as
Oh
hell.
God, this
That's
guy
hard
gets
as
no
hell.
fucking
No
pussy.
pussy,
No
no
pussy, no problem.
No
this
pussy.
guy's a fucking
Hey,
loser.
no pussy, big problem for him.
You sit here, you got a girlfriend that loves you. You got a girlfriend that gives you pussy. And you decide, hey man, not good enough for me. I want some younger pussy.
I want some
What
young
a
pussy. What a
fucking
bitch.
loser.
What a fucking
How
bitch.
do you get
That
mad?
also
How do
sounds
you get
predator.
mad?
That sounds predator-like
That
behavior.
sounds predatory as hell.
Predatory as hell. I don't
That
know how
sounds
young that woman
predatory
was,
as
the
hell.
colleagues. I'm not gonna make the assumption. But that sounds weird as shit.
This sounds weird as fuck.
Here's another comment. Damn, you want to stay with that man that everyone else seems to know is a loser? Even the woman he was trying to leave you for. Why would that be tempting?
Not tempting at all.
Lol, I'm embarrassed for myself reading this. Thanks for the reality check, said the comment, said the person that posted it. Yo, I don't know this woman. I never will know this woman, but I hope she left his ass, because fuck that guy. Get him the fuck out of here. He's the woman, not the asshole. The man, certified asshole.
Certified asshole. Throw it
Now-
up on screen right now.
Throw it up on screen. Snipe it. Bam! Certified asshole on that guy. Now, what do we have? We have one more. Am I the asshole? One more. Am I the asshole? So here we go.
Judah, I gotta ask you a question.
Ask me a question.
Am I the asshole for getting a woman fired over VeggieTales?
Over VeggieTales?
Over VeggieTales, the little cartoon, little
I
vegetables.
mean, hey,
so far,
I don't know. I haven't watched VeggieTales in a good minute.
I don't
but
know.
It
I
could
don't know.
get pretty serious.
That could
get pretty serious. We don't know what happened.
Yo, Judah, take the glasses off. We don't know if they're the asshole yet.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know who's the asshole
We're gonna
yet.
find out. Here we go.
VeggieTales gets pretty serious though. We don't know what happened.
My wife and I, unfortunately, have our son in daycare. It's unavoidable.
Unfortunately.
Hey, I mean, I don't blame him. If I had a kid, I wouldn't want him in daycare. But, you know, in this economy, you got to do what you got to do, right?
You got to do what you got to do. Two people got to work.
And I unfortunately have our, you know, it's unavoidable. A few months ago, I picked him up, and when I asked him about his day, he told me about the show they watched with cartoon vegetables. When I dropped him off the next day, I asked the teacher if they watched VeggieTales. She said they didn't show the kids anything inappropriate. I asked, but did they watch VeggieTales? She refused to give a straight answer. I said, I don't want him watching VeggieTales. Okay, I don't
Okay,
listen, I'm not trying to be an asshole.
Here's the thing.
What the hell?
If you don't want to indoctrinate your children
well, I guess
with the Christian ideology,
it is a Christian,
it's a Christian show.
That makes sense.
That's the thing.
That makes sense.
If you don't want your children exposed to religion,
that makes sense.
Then VeggieTales, you might want to keep away from your children.
That makes sense.
VeggieTales is a Christian ideology show.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that. However, I'm going to hit you with a counterpoint here. As much as it's a Christian ideology show, the most times I ever watched it, because I know when I watched VeggieTales, I didn't really see the Christian stories per se. It kind of just taught you, you know, be nice to people, you know, be respectful.
Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
It might have told some God stories, who knows, but like, come on now. I'm not going to take that seriously if they're talking about God getting crucified. It's a goddamn cucumber. All right, that's all I got to say. But anyway.
But children are impressionable. Children are impressionable.
She said he wasn't going to be allowed to watch anything inappropriate. That day when I got home, I asked, did you watch VeggieTales? He did. I emailed the administration. They assured me, no VeggieTales. It is not an approved media to show kids. It has never and will never be shown again. The next week I asked, did you watch VeggieTales? To his kid. You want to know what his kid said? Yep. I reached out again and told maybe my son is confused, right? So I wait a week. Asked my boss if I can leave early. Walk past the receptionist. She told me to stop, but I didn't. Into the main room, and boom, there it is. VeggieTales. I took a picture. I was given a warning for barging in there. But the administration promised the VeggieTales thing would be solved. The teacher had to take all the tapes home, and she would not be allowed to bring it in ever again. Next week, did you watch VeggieTales? No, Dad. Great. Following week after. Did you watch VeggieTales? Yes.
Bringing the VeggieTales back.
So I emailed again. At this point, I started getting other people involved. The Anti-VeggieTales Coalition. Even some of the Christian parents were annoyed. One woman watched it at home with her daughter and said she didn't want it watched at the daycare because if her daughter was questioned, she wants to be asked, not the teacher. Great. Join the Anti-VeggieTales Coalition. The resolution was the teacher got fired. Now there's backlash against me. People feel bad. They feel guilty. It's all my fault. I pressured them into making it a big deal. They just animated vegetables. Even my wife said I pulled a me and went on the warpath. Am I the asshole? Well, I mean, what the hell? Or should she just left her animated vegetables at motherfucking home?
I would say not the asshole. Not the asshole because
not the asshole.
Look, if I want to raise my children, if I want to raise my children the way I want to raise my children, I don't want them indoctrinated with Christian ideologies. I want my children to form their own opinions. If I want my children to be whatever religion I want to be, I don't want them to be fucking forced upon.
I get it.
VeggieTales can go a long way. You'll see some cute little cucumber talking about God. You're gonna believe in God.
That's a true
And
fact.
if I want my children to believe in science, if I want my children to believe in whatever it may be,
whatever. Buddhism, whatever you please.
Buddhism, whatever I fucking believe. I don't want my children being indoctrinated at fucking daycare. I don't want the daycare. Say, for example, say you're a Christian family.
I'm a Christian family.
Say you're a Christian family. How would you feel if your children was going to school, going to fucking daycare, whatever, and they were showing them a fucking video that was saying, we believe in Allah, we do not believe in God? How would you feel?
You know, I understand. I understand where you're coming from. I'm going to say half asshole, half not. And hear me why. Half not, let me start with the half not, bouncing off what you said. I don't want my kid watching Christian stuff. That's like me saying I don't want you watching Christian stuff, reading the Bible, whatever, right? Because it's my kid. I can raise him how I please. I don't want to raise him to be, whatever. I don't want him to be indoctrinated. He can watch that stuff on his own when he's old enough, but he's being forced to watch it. He's being forced to sit down and watch that garbage. I understand where he's coming from. On the flip side of the coin, and he also asked multiple times for the Mossad. They said they would. They didn't, right? That's why I understand why the teacher got kicked to the curb. But here's my rebuttal, right? This ain't school that he was in. This was daycare. Now, a lot of daycares are Christian daycares. I don't know the full context. He didn't say that, and I doubt it was. However, if you hated the daycare that much, me personally, I'm not taking it that far. I don't want some woman to lose her job because of some animated fucking cucumbers and pickles. I would just move my kid to another daycare.
True on.
Like, I already asked so many times, they ain't listening because they're not listening, right? And yes, you got the teacher fired, whatever. Why was the administration not checking in on that teacher and seeing if she was playing it? Therefore, they're not checking, they're not paying attention to my kids. I want them out, all right? So, kind of asshole, kind of not, but there's only one way to find out if he's the asshole. Let's see if the comments change our mind. Let me pull up the first comment. Not the asshole. I would riot if someone was lying about trying to indoctrinate my kids into their weird sacrifice and discipline cult. And I understand.
That's a fucking Redditor. Okay, what I can say, I don't believe you should be exposing children to religion at such a young age. I think they should grow up a little bit before they decide.
Yeah, they can choose whatever they please. That's the great thing about America. Fly the flag,
at the same time, this is a fucking Redditor who's being like, fuck. It's a fucking Redditor.
Yeah,
fucking Redditor. Every Redditor
should be like, oh, fuck Christianity. Yeah. It's just a Redditor.
It's a fucking Redditor.
Let me hear about the next
one.
What
I say is...
A lot of these are not the asshole, though. Everyone's saying he's not the asshole.
That's because it's fucking Reddit.
Well, this guy made a good point.
I still think not the asshole. But I think it for a different reason than fucking Reddit.
Yeah, this guy,
because Reddit
they lied,
all fucking
full stop. Anyone who gives... Yeah, so this guy's just saying they lied. I understand, right? It isn't an issue of VeggieTales. It's a core belief issue of how you're, trying to force a religion that you guys don't believe on into your kid. True. Because, imagine if this guy, grew up, say, somewhere else, in South, in the, southern, region or whatever. They don't believe in God like that. And they finally moved to America and they're forced to, you don't want my kid believing it. And I completely understand, right? Because I'm not going to sit here and tell you what you should and shouldn't believe in, because quite frankly, I'm not a pastor. I don't have the definitive answer for you. That's for you and your beliefs to figure out. If you're a Christian, what denomination of Christianity you are, if you're a Catholic, if you're a Buddhist, whatever, right? But at the same time, you cannot force someone's kid to believe that, especially if they're telling you to stop over and over.
Yeah.
Now, I'm only saying it's the dad's fault in a sense, for the sole reason of if the principal wasn't, or the admin wasn't checking, then I would have pulled my kid out, because that means they're not really caring about the kids that much. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking.
Children are impressionable.
They are.
You tell a child something about God.
They're gonna believe it.
The child is gonna believe it.
They're gonna believe it.
So you better let the fucking parents be up to it. You cannot say I do a fucking daycare, and I tell a bunch of kids, hey, Jeffrey Epstein is God. And if you see Jeffrey Epstein, you better do whatever he says.
And it's actually going back to Nazi Germany, in a sense of how the young kids grew up to believe that the Jews are bad, to believe that they should be, like Hitler, like the Nazis and everything. And so they became really, Semitic, they hated Jews and stuff. And I would not say half the soldiers, it was their fault. They grew up from a little child into believing that those people were bad because their parents told them. Everyone on the news told them. Their leader of their country told them. I would assume that too if I was them, all right? Just how, we grow up, not going to be. I grew up, in a religious household. My grandma was a really religious person, and I never questioned any beliefs until I got older. Because then I'm like, well, maybe I should figure this out for myself. I'm not going to tell you what my beliefs are, and so I'm not going to put that on the internet. Because I don't want people to follow after me. I want them to just get their own beliefs, right? But what I'm saying is, I don't think any kid should be forced down their throat of what religion you have to be or what you should believe in. I think you should grow your own opinions. All right, say for instance, you grow up in a household of fully Republicans. All right, if I say for hypothetically, of course, if I'm a Republican, if I'm a Democrat, right? I'm not gonna raise my kid like that. I'm gonna let him watch news, let him get information, let him or her, develop, their own brain, or they develop their own brain and figure out what they want to be, what they want to believe and what their values are in life, right? Because that's the point. You don't have a kid to model them after your own image. You have a kid so you can grow them up and help them create their own ideas.
Daycare needs to stay neutral and informational. Informational in the broad sense. You need to teach them the normal stuff, but you should not indoctrinate no child on religion, politics, anything like that. Children should be able to form their own opinions based on their own worldview.
Based on their own worldview.
Based on worldview. Based on all the things they see and all the things they feel. You should not tell a child one way or the other, because a child is impressionable, and a child will model after those they see as authority figures.
Yes, they will. Now, bouncing off that, though, because I don't believe you should, force your kids, tell them something all the time. You know what I do believe?
What do you believe?
That I should tell my kids about these goddamn gas prices.
Gas prices.
Let me tell you something about O.J. Simpson that you didn't know.
O.J. Simpson.
Famous NFL running back,
Let me go grab something real quick. I'll be right back.
Go grab something. Matter of fact, we'll cut to you when you have it.
The juice is loose.
Put that on as a cape. Put it on as a cape. All right, because let me tell you something about the juice. All right, famous NFL running back for the Buffalo Bills. Right, he was a good runner. But you know what else he was good at?
What else?
Running from the cops in a car. And you know what cars take? Gas. Show that again. Show it again. Look how many cop cars there are. Matter of fact, I'm like a teacher.
How much gas?
I'm like a teacher. All right. So you hold it right here, right? 1, 2, about 55 cop cars, and then one O.J. Simpson driving his Ford Bronco. Right? It was a Ford Bronco. Gas. Ford Broncos take a lot of gas.
Use a lot of gas.
Now back then, I don't know what year that was. I think it was the 2000s, right?
Something like that.
Wrong. Now I'm not trying to be an asshole, because I'm not one of those assholes that we read about. But how the fuck are you going to tell me all that gas is being wasted just for this guy to get scot-free? That was all useless in the end, all right? He got scot-free, got nothing on him, all right? And I'm happy that he's dead because he rose my gas prices, all right? That's fucking unbelievable. How the fuck are you going to run away from all those cops, raise my gas prices, and then walk out of the goddamn courthouse saying, I didn't do shit wrong. Glove didn't fit, you must have quit. You know what else didn't fit? My fucking wallet after all my goddamn money was gone, all right?
You know how easily that can make a glove not fit? Watch this.
Go get a glove. Go get a glove. Let me tell you something. The juice is loose. That's what this thing said. I have no juice in my car because I can't afford it, all right? What is this asshole getting anyway? I don't fucking know what he's doing. Matter of fact, cut to him when he gets here.
Watch this. Watch how fucking easily.
Watch, you just murdered your wife.
Oh, it doesn't fit.
Oh, it doesn't fit.
Oh, it doesn't fit.
Oh,
it doesn't fit. Oh, it doesn't.
You know it doesn't fit. You know it doesn't fit.
You know damn well that shit fits.
You know it doesn't fit in my fucking budget? These gas prices. Don't you throw shit at me, you asshole.
Man, fuck you.
Hey, go fuck yourself. Matter of fact, eat my fucking asshole.
Eat my fucking dick.
That's fucking unreal.
That's fucking unreal.
Unreal. I love them.